NASCAR rookie classes are really fun to look at, and I did this earlier and I want to do it again, this time with the 2005 NASCAR Cup Series rookie class, 20 years later. So let's jump on into it. Starting off, we have Stanton Barrett. Now, Barrett is not somebody you necessarily would know off of the top, especially if you're a newer fan, but he briefly attempted being a Cup Series rookie. He did make 8 starts in 2005 and DNQ'd 11 different races, but his best finish of the campaign was a 30th place finish at Phoenix in the spring. From 1999 to 2020, he's actually made 25 different starts in the NASCAR Cup Series, the last one coming at the Daytona Road Course in 2020 when he drove for Spire. Now, he did have a little more success in the Xfinity Series, did also have 206 starts, and he had a career high of a 5th place finish at Atlanta all the way back in 1996 and 4 top 10s in the 2003 campaign. But he's probably not as much known for his racing career, which spanned a number of different series, instead more known for his stunt work. He was a stunt double and coordinator in over 200 Hollywood-produced movies, including all 3 Raimi Spider-Mans, Jurassic Park 2 and 3, Jumanji, and even Blade. And he still does occasionally race today, but it's very few and far in between. Now, another of the lesser known from this class, and probably the least known, is Mike Garvey, who, again, was a very brief NASCAR competitor. In 2005, he had 9 starts and 10 DNQs. All right, so we're getting a little better here. A career high, though, of 25th at Pocono was actually a really good run on his part for the equipment he had. He did nearly run 2 full truck seasons in 2010 and 2011, but again, for lower-end equipment, so the production wasn't necessarily there when it came to finishes. He was a huge presence, though, in the 90s on the short track scene, especially in the Winston All-Pro Series and ASA. And he also has been the crew chief for the DGM number 90 Xfinity Series ride. So Garvey has been more one of those guys that isn't as much known for the bigger stuff as much as behind the scenes and smaller scale. Now, on the better end of the rookie class, there is Travis Kvapil. He was, before 2005, a successful NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series driver. Full-time in the trucks from 2001 to 2004, he won 5 races in this time, including winning a season's championship in 2003. He came into the final race 3rd, 34 points behind points leader Brendan Gaughan, but won by 9 points in what was kind of a controversial title race thanks to extra entries from championship teams. Brendan Gaughan being the man that crashed in order for him to win the championship, which is ironic because in 2004, Brendan Gaughan would drive the number 77 Dodge, the ride that Kvapil would take over in 2005, and, well, the performance really didn't change. They both struggled mightily in this car. Being the 3rd Penske driver did not pay off at all, as at the time it was not as equal when it came to the production that teams would be given and would produce. Although he did stumble through that year, he would become a journeyman driver. In 2006, he'd jump over to the Tide ride, the PPI number 32, where he'd finish 36th in the final point standings, though it's important to remember that team was on its last legs. In 2007, he did get a pretty good run at Roush in the Truck Series number 6 car, where he got 4 wins, and he ended up 6th in the final standings. And it seemed like he'd finally gotten a bit more on his feet, as Yates picked him up in 2008 in the rebranded number 28 car that was the 88, but since that number was taken by Dale Jr. by their blessing, he would get. And he got his best career Cup Series points finish of 23rd and ran pretty well. I specifically remember the throwback race that he had at Darlington where he ran pretty well. But unfortunately, due to the bad economy and Yates being behind, the team would go under only 6 races into 2009. The most known thing from that season being the fact that he had an unsponsored 28 car with $11 million put on the hood of it. $11 million counting as the number of viewers that watched NASCAR each week at the time. Boy, the times have changed. In 2010, he moved to an early front row team, having to start and park every now and then, and never getting a top 10 through 63 races in 2 years. Then in 2012, He'd move over to BK Racing, where it was more of the same before puttering out with a few different teams to end his career. Today, he helps his son Carson Kvapil, who is going to be full-time in 2025 as an Xfinity Series rookie in the number 1 for JR Motorsports. Of course, what most of you will remember the 2005 rookie class for is its Rookie of the Year that easily clears the rest of the 2005 class, and that is Kyle Busch. Now, Kyle Busch was successful even before his Cup career. He had 5 Xfinity wins in his lone season before turning 20 back in 2004 in the Xfinity Series, and then that rookie year, he turned around and won 2 races right off the bat. And they were both at the end of the season, which led to showing that he had a lot of upside to his career. Now, in 2006 and 2007, he would continue with Hendrick Motorsports in number 5, making the chase in both years, finishing in the lower half the first one, and in 2007, getting a top 5 points finish for the first time. While that upside was there, and while the talent was clear, he did have a lot of attitude issues, and while being the younger brother of Kurt Busch and not being liked for that to begin with, he forged his own path with that. And because of that, not really getting along behind the scenes with Hendrick Motorsports, as well as Dale Earnhardt Jr. moving in and needing a place at the end, Busch was moved out. And that move would be the absolute best thing for his career, as he'd go to JGR in 2008, immediately dominating, winning 8 races, becoming the most hated driver, and never looking back for about 12 to 13 years. He would win multiple races almost every single season, win the 2015 and 2019 championships, and overall just be the most dominant force in NASCAR for about a decade once he hit his stride. He has, in his Cup career, won 63 races, currently sitting 9th on the all-time Cup wins list, right behind the likes of Dale Earnhardt, someone that due to his aggression on the racetrack and tenacity to win, he would always be compared to in his career. And that's the lowest on a wins list that he sits. He leads both Xfinity and trucks, with 102 in Xfinity and 66 in trucks. And because of this, it changed in large part how NASCAR lets Cup drivers into the lower series. Instead of racing anywhere they want, at any time they want, they have to race 5 a year. They can't be dash for cash or playoff races or specific races NASCAR says. So Kyle Busch has made a huge impact in how NASCAR is today. And today, he currently still is in the Cup Series, driving now for RCR in the number 8 Chevrolet. And while he has struggled since his first 3 wins there right off the bat, he is still easily a slam dunk first ballot Hall of Famer for NASCAR and one of the best drivers ever to grace the asphalt in front of us all. And that is the 2005 rookie class. It is very variant when it comes to how much success they all had, but each one of them in some way left their mark on stock car racing. With that now, I want to pass it on to you. What are some interesting rookie classes you'd like to hear us talk about on this channel? Let me know down in the comments below. While you're at it, leave a like in this video, share this video, and subscribe to this channel for more great and fun NASCAR content. Thank you so much to all my channel members for your continued support, and until next time, have a good one.